We are back for turn 5 at Martinsville Speedway with the race cam result of 5-7, giving the bottom group a quality challenge against Reflex. We have our drivers in the bottom group marked, and we have a lot of drivers in the bottom group with the Reflex quality to check. I'll go ahead and do the rolls off camera and then pop back in with the highlights. Our very first driver, number 91, Marlon McGarry, had a great roll. He went into the pits, got that tire problem fixed, and is getting himself right back in this race. With a roll of 163, that one comes in well under his gas pedal rating of 4, which will give him a chance to challenge the car in the number 6 spot of the middle group. The numbered boxes in the middle group each hold 2 cars. To figure out which car he's challenging, we look back at the red die result of 1. Because that result of 1 is an odd number, he will be challenging the driver on the left side of the box. If it were an even number, then he would be challenging the driver on the right side of the box. The driver he's challenging in 19th place is number 79, Graham Pleasant. Graham has a gas pedal rating of 2. Graham has no brake pedal symbols, and he gets no further bonuses because he does not have the Reflex quality. That means the 3 we rolled in our result of 163 is enough to beat the gas pedal rating of 2, and number 91 and 79 will swap places. Number 13, Julie Justice, moved up to the 9th position by beating number 92, Parnell Drake. She rolled a 6 on that blue die, which will always win unless there's a performance chip involved. Number 5, Tom Rossi, moved into the 8th position by beating number 8, Chuck Navarro, with just a 2 on the blue die. Chuck has no brake pedal symbol, so anything but a 1 was going to beat him. Number 25, Noah Fralix, moved into the 16th spot by winning his quality challenge against number 73, Joey Planka. Here's a great example of why quality checks are done from the lowest position driver first and then proceeding through that group to the highest position driver. Number 22, Monica Merrick, just moved into the 16th position. That position was just gained by number 25, Noah Fralix, and that will push him right back into the bottom group. We had no movement from the other drivers in the bottom group. None of them had a successful quality challenge. That'll move us into turn 6. I rolled a 1-7, which means our top group is going to do the Reflex quality challenge this time. We have 4 drivers with the Reflex quality. They're going to challenge the leader, number 82, Jason Leonard, for the lead. It's not going to be easy because number 82 has the Reflex quality. They have their own brake symbol, and they get the 2 bonus brake symbols for being the leader. So they're going to need to roll a 5 or a 6 on that blue die to knock them out of first place. I said it wouldn't be easy to take over the lead, and I was wrong. Our very first driver, number 98, Chase Fetterman, was able to roll a 5 on his blue die, knock Jason Leonard back to 6th place, and take over the leader spot. None of the other drivers were able to displace number 98, Chase Fetterman, so for now he will be our race leader. That will move us into turn 7. If we take a look at the score sheet, we'll see that turn number 7 has this triangle symbol. That's going to be our first pit turn. First part of the pit turn is we roll the black and 2 gray dice. The result is black die 4 and the 2 gray die are 6 and 1. First, we'll use those results on the gray die. The 1 and 6 will be used to reorder the drivers in both the top and the middle group. This is used to simulate drivers leaving pit row in a more or less advantageous position than when they went in. In the top group, number 1, Kevin Pettis, and number 77, Austin Bigler, will swap positions, placing Kevin Pettis now in the number 2 position, and number 77, Austin Bigler, drops back to 7th place. In the middle group, you will swap both cars in each position. In this case, we have number 91, Marlon McGarry, and number 33, Ray Bob Walker, swapping places with number 13, Julie Justice, and number 5, Tom Rossi. That will place number 13, Julie Justice, and number 5, Tom Rossi, in 19th and 18th place respectively, and number 91, Marlon McGarry, and number 33, Ray Bob Walker, will move up to 9th and 8th place respectively. Now we look at the result on our black die, which was a 4. This will tell us which group has a chance to fast pit. The result of 4 means we're going to check the middle group of drivers. To see if a driver has a fast pit and is able to earn a performance chip, we will roll against their fast pit rating. We do this by rolling the 2 gray dice and adding them together. If the total is equal to or less than the driver's fast pit rating, they will earn a performance chip. If the total is higher than the fast pit rating, no performance chip. We'll check each driver starting at the back of the group. First up, we have Julie Justice, who has a fast pit rating of 10. We roll the dice and get a 7, which means she does earn a performance chip. Now I'll check the rest of the drivers off camera and come back with the results. I've marked all the drivers that succeeded at their fast pit roll with a blue performance chip. Next, we'll reorder the drivers in both the top and middle groups by placing drivers with performance chips in the higher positions. We do this by moving from highest to lowest within the group. If a driver has a performance chip, we'll switch his card with the card of the highest driver in the group who does not have a performance chip. We never have to do this for the bottom group. The bottom group does not get awarded performance chips, and any driver that drops down to the bottom group that has a performance chip loses it. All the fast pit dice rolls have been resolved, and all the groups have been reordered, so our final step in the pit turn sequence is a challenge for the lead from the drivers in the top group. This procedure is simple. We're just going to roll a single die and see which driver in the top group will challenge the leader. We rolled a 6, so that means number 77, Austin Bigler, with a gas pedal rating of 5, will challenge the leader. To check to see if the challenge is successful, we simply roll a single die, and if it is equal to or less than the challenger's gas pedal rating, he takes the lead. We rolled a 1, which means we have a new race leader, number 77, Austin Bigler. We're here at the beginning of turn number 8. We rolled a 1-9 for our race cam, which means our top group is going to do a quality challenge with the star quality. I marked the 3 drivers that will have a shot at taking the lead, and I'll be right back with the results. Number 1, Kevin Pettis was the only driver that was successful and moves into the lead. It's turn 9. We rolled a 2-3. That means our top group is going to do a challenge against the smart quality. I marked the drivers that have the smart quality, which is nearly all of them. Our leader, Kevin Pettis, has a brake symbol, has the star quality, and gets the 2 bonus brake symbols for being in the lead, which means our challengers are going to need a 5 or a 6 to knock them out of the lead. The rolls for our quality challenge have resulted in our first triple. Number 29, Corey Walsh, will experience some kind of problem. We'll go straight to the problem finder chart since we already know who the driver is. Our problem finder roll results in a 2-1. We'll have to have them go out and check the track for debris. Corey Wallace cuts a tire, wrecks into the wall, does so much damage to the vehicle that he's out of the race, and we have our first yellow flag. Any remaining quality challenges will stop because of the yellow flag. We have an empty spot, so we will shift everyone forward without any gas pedal rolls because this is a yellow flag. In the rulebook, it says if 1 or more cars are collected in a trouble result, a yellow flag comes out. If 1 or 2 cars are involved, we have 1 yellow flag turn. If more than 2 cars are involved, we will have 2 yellow flag turns. In this case, there was a problem result that resulted in a wreck, not a trouble result. But I'm going to go ahead and interpret the rules since the driver did crash and cause a yellow flag to come out. I'm going to treat it the same, but since it was only the 1 car involved, we will have 1 yellow flag turn only. And we designate that by marking it on our score sheet. I simply put a Y in that box to let me know that I had a yellow flag turn. There are no game mechanics to perform for a yellow flag turn, which means what would have been turn 10 is just a lost turn, and we'll be moving into turn 11 now. The race cam roll was a 4-7, which means the middle group will be challenging the reflex quality. The drivers are marked, and I'll be right back with the highlights. Our very first check, number 63, Jeff Daly Jr., was able to move into 3rd place by knocking number 74,
Raúl de Hoyos,
all the way back to 19th. Number 91, Marlon McGarry, moved into 6th place, dropping number 98, Chase Fetterman, back to 17th. Despite being one of our best drivers, number 99, Wayne Montana, was pushed back to 15th place by number 22, Monica Merrick, who is now in 4th place. A performance chip will come into play here, but what could a performance chip be used for? A performance chip can be used to win a challenger duel, fend off a challenger duel, or avoid trouble. Here we have number 13, Julie Justice, challenging number 63, Jeff Daly Jr., but she rolled a 1 on the blue die, which is normally a failure. But she's going to use her performance chip to succeed. How did I determine that she chose to use her performance chip? Well, it says in the rule book, to simplify the procedure when playing a game solitaire, it's considered that a driver who has a performance chip automatically spends it to salvage a failed challenge or defense. So she spends it, moving into 3rd place and dropping Jeff Daly Jr. back to 12th. Here's a great example of when both drivers in a challenge have performance chips. Number 5, Tom Rossi in 11th place, is going against number 33, Ray Bob Walker, in 7th place. Tom rolled a 1 on the red die, which is well under his gas pedal rating of 3. But he rolled a 3 on the blue die, which is not enough to overcome Ray Bob's modified 4 for his brake rating. When both drivers have a performance chip, you let the dice decide the outcome. And in this case, Tom Rossi was unable to beat Ray Bob Walker. Now that we know the outcome, we need to find out if they keep their performance chips. To find out, we simply roll a die. If the result is even, they both keep their chip. If the result is odd, they both lose their chip. The result of 2 is even, so they both keep their performance chips. We had a nice move from number 17, Jordy Pettis, against number 91, Marlon McGarry, moving Jordy into 6th and dropping Marlon back to 10th. Clark Snook was unable to beat Julie Justice with his challenge roll, but he has a performance chip and he used it to move into 3rd place, dropping Julie to 9th. Number 95, Brooks Bilovich, was unable to pass number 33, Ray Bob Walker, but they both have performance chips. Will they keep them? The result of the roll is odd, so they both lose their performance chips. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in part 3 of this race at Martinsville. Until then, everyone, take care. Gray Board Gamer out.